Hello and welcome to Something Big. My name's David Farrelly and this is the podcast from Pakenham, by Pakenham and for the people of Pakenham. Well, it's been a big week here in Pakenham. A lot of events coming up to Christmas time, of course, very exciting time of the year when it comes to local events. And I've been out and about talking to the community about the things that matter to all of us here, and indeed what matters as we head into next year's election year for the state. So there's a lot of community groups around at the moment that are really interested in advocating for the things that they need and they want. And I think it's a great way for local groups to be able to come up to our podcast. So put a comment in the comment section, guys, about the things that you want to talk about. We're here to advocate for the things that we need to make Pakenham and our surrounding region just that little bit better. So events coming up, there's a lot, and we're going to be talking about some of those Christmas events as well over the next couple of weeks. We've got a couple more podcasts before Christmas, and we might even get a visit from Santa at one of those podcasts too, guys. So exciting for the kids. And maybe for some of the adults as well. Recently we had, in our last episode, representatives talking about family violence and indeed the prevention of family violence, which was really, really good. The Inner Circle here in Pakenham had a fantastic event last week where we marched around the Lakeside lake with orange balloons, and we had a lot of community come together and do that march as one, which was lovely to be able to see some of that group share some stories and really give some personal experiences as to why they think that this organisation is needed and why obviously the theme is so very important. Family violence is a plague on our society. It is just horrendous, and over the last 15 years, Cardinia Shire has unfortunately been far too high in the statistics when it comes to victims of family violence. And family violence, remember, isn't just about a physical violent action. There are many things that constitute a family violent act, and coercive control is certainly one of those things. You might have seen on the news recently that being talked about by the new leader of the Liberal Party, Jess Wilson. And coercive control is something that equally affects everybody. Unfortunately, men and women and children are all victims of this at some stage from the wrong partner. And we need to make sure that organisations and events like what the Inner Wheel did last week are making sure that everybody understands that family violence is not just about those physical acts. The physical acts are horrendous and absolutely must stop. But there's other things about family violence that also have to stop. And a lot of the time they're triggers to those violent acts as well. So I just want to congratulate these guys for doing an amazing job at that event last week. And I'll post some photos on our socials of that event, or you can look up my socials, David Farrelly on Facebook. It really was heartwarming to see so many people, passionate people, getting behind this really important issue, and I look forward to them doing it again next year. They'll do it every year until it stops, guys, until it stops. So thank you very much. And if you haven't seen last week's episode, simply go to last week's episode and have a look at that. And they talk about the event there and the issues that they face. So good event last week. Recently we've seen, unfortunately, an outcry for help from our community as well. And organisations like Have a Little Hope, Follow Bless Collective, and there are others out there that put together food packages and pantry packages for those in need, that those that can't afford to feed their family at the moment. There are some truly troubling times out there for many families, and they're really struggling. These organisations, and Have a Little Hope, as I said, put together these packages, these hampers, so that not only just for Christmas, but just for every week, so that people have something to put on the table, something great. But they're also in desperate need for additional donations. Now, money is often a nice thing, but what they really need are grocery goods. They need pantry goods. So Have a Little Hope is an organisation that I hope that you'll hear a little bit more about over the next 6 months. They do a lot of advocacy work, and they're obviously addressing these issues around hunger and homelessness, just in this cost of living crisis. And Follow Bless Collective also do a similar type of work. They're fantastic. They work out of Officer. They also do a soup kitchen on Thursday nights at the Pakenham Library, or Pakenham Hall, I think it's technically called. These are organisations that are really necessary, but they do need help. So if you can go on to their Facebook pages, that would be really helpful, guys. Have a Little Hope and Follow Bless Collective. Find out where you can make donations. And as I said, money's nice, but they do need pantry goods. They do need groceries so that they can put those in the hampers to hand out to people that truly do need it. And if you are in need, if you're watching this and you need some help, please reach out to those organisations, or indeed you can contact us, and we can point you in the right direction as well. Really, really good organisations. So something a little lighter, a little nicer. I said there's some events coming up, and there's some Christmas events coming up. There's a market coming up, of course. The Cockatoo Christmas Night Market. That's on Saturday, the 6th of December, so tomorrow. It's always a really good market just leading up into Christmas. 3 o'clock to 8 p.m, so it's just sort of as it gets to dusk, and you'll get to see some nice Christmas lights, hopefully around all those market stalls. But it's a good little market. It's nice traditional market up there in Cockatoo. And if you're down here in Pakenham, where we're filming from, it's only a short trip up the hill. It's about a 20-minute drive. It's a beautiful drive. Cockatoo is lovely. Maybe go up there and have some afternoon tea and then go to the market afterwards. So if you are looking for maybe some nice, cute little gifts for Christmas that you just can't think about at the moment, go and see what they've got up there. So the Cockatoo Christmas Twilight Market, really recommend it. 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock tomorrow being Saturday. I've been to a few different community events, as I mentioned recently, and I did one a couple of weeks ago. I know I've mentioned this before, but I want to mention it again. Neighbourhood Watch, community crime prevention. Never has there been a more important time to be engaged on helping our community when it comes to crime. Crime statistics are scary. There's no getting around it. Crime's up right across the board, and the scariest crimes of all are the ones that we hear in the news. Yes, they are happening right around Melbourne, and they do happen here as well. I think at the moment we're lucky in the sense that those horrendous violent crimes aren't happening quite as much right here in Pakenham as they are in other parts of Melbourne, and I don't want that to increase. So we need to take action, I think, as a community. And Neighbourhood Watch is the answer, that we can all answer the call. We can all join Neighbourhood Watch. We can all join Neighbourhood Watch and help prevent crime here in Pakenham and in Officer and right around Cardinia Shire. I used to run Neighbourhood Watch Cardinia, and that was an overarching crime prevention program that was run right across the Shire area, or the LGA. And that's done in concert with the council and with Victoria Police and Department of Justice, Youth Justice, as well as a whole lot of other different organisations. It's a very, very effective program, and the evidence is clear. Where you've got an effective Neighbourhood Watch organisation, crime is lower, and it's measurable. You see it in the crime statistics. And we do have some fantastic neighbourhood watch groups around Melbourne in different areas. Some of them have been going ever since Neighbourhood Watch started in 1983. So they're really, really, really effective in those areas. But we need to have a little bit more action and organised action, I think, here in Pakenham and Officer. So a couple of weeks ago, the Timbertop Residents Group, good local residents group running from an estate run by locals, passionate locals, they got in contact with Neighbourhood Watch Victoria. They also invited the Victoria Police and the council and anyone that was interested to come along, and they did. And the police put on a really good slideshow to just break down some of the crime statistics so that people had real information, not just what they read on Facebook. I think that's really important as well. Real statistics make a big difference as to how you can address crime prevention. Council was there to support, and council do quite a lot of work in the crime prevention field here locally within the community. Could they do more? Probably, but they can't do more unless we do more, unless you do more. And that's where Neighbourhood Watch comes in. You can join Neighbourhood Watch and help them out. So I just want to give a shout out to Timbertop Residents Group in Officer there that have started down this path. They're really passionate about making a difference here in community crime prevention and lowering those crime statistics here in our own neighbourhoods. And hey, if there's a new Neighbourhood Watch group that comes out of it, it's probably going to be called Neighbourhood Watch Officer. I know that there's been attempts in the past to try and get a Neighbourhood Watch group up and running in Pakenham, but unfortunately it's not worked. Let's see if we can't do that. Let's see if we can't get a new Neighbourhood Watch group for Pakenham, for Officer. There's one up in Emerald. Maybe we can get one in Cockatoo. Maybe Bunyip wants one as well, etc. Let's work together so that we can help the police, help council, reduce crime. Now, it's a very simple program. It's an education program. A lot of it has to do with online engagement and coming along to fun events like I go to quite frequently, like carols, like Yakaboo, like the Pakenham show. You get a marquee and you go and you talk to people. You hand out information, you direct them to the right website. You often do that standing next to Victoria Police members that are specifically there to engage on crime prevention issues. It's a really, really fun activity to do as a volunteer. And I encourage everyone to do it. So you can do that. Just visit the Neighbourhood Watch website, www.nhw.com.au, and you can register your name and where you're from there, and their little elves put that information into the system and you'll get a phone call. And I hope that through the work of the Timbertop Residents Group, that we can get a new Neighbourhood Watch group out there in Officer to start off with. So congratulations, guys. It's really, really good news. Lakeside Residents Group had their anniversary. Yes, I'm their president. I'm very proud of those volunteers, not just the volunteers that are there at the moment, but everyone that's come before me. Every volunteer that's helped out that organisation over the last 20 years. I can't believe it's been 20 years. There's 20 years of Lakeside Residents Group. It's just extraordinary. So obviously Lakeside Residents Group was started when the estate started to grow, and back then it was called Delphin. I think we call it Lend-Lease these days. They started the residents group and they funded it. And then when Delphin left, because they'd sold all the blocks, it was up to the residents group to take over control and essentially fund themselves. So that's taken on a bit of a new life over the last couple of years, because funding an organisation that's a volunteer organisation that provides services is not an easy thing. So we've got some great volunteers over the years in particular that have helped us get sponsorships, helped us get grants, and from an ongoing perspective in particular, advertising through our newsletter that goes out 4 times a year. Sorry, Tony, goes out 4 times a year. And these are great ways for us to make a little bit of money for the organisation so that we can fund the events that we do. And there is an event coming up, which is our Christmas event. Our very own Craig Hollowell will be there taking photos of the kids with Santa. And he does that for free. He donates that time, so it's just extraordinary. But there's a lot of organisations around that do donate their time like Craig does. But 20 years for Lakeside Residents Group. Has there been an organisation like Lakeside Residents Group around for that long that's been so successful in hosting events? I don't know. I've only lived here for since 2008, so maybe there's some older viewers here that have lived here for a lot longer that can let me know. I'd love to know. I'm part of the committee for the Pakenham show, and I know the Pakenham show has been going for 115 years. It's the longest running community event that we have here in Pakenham. But residents groups are a little bit different. So let us know in the comments if you know of an organisation around the area that's been going for longer than 20 years. I'd really love to hear from you. And maybe we can get you in on the show as well. Put your note in the comments there, guys. We had a council meeting the other day, and we have a new mayor and a new deputy mayor, which is really exciting to see. After a couple of years, we had the fantastic mayor. We all know him as Mayor Jack, of course, and Jack's now still in council. He's still a councillor, but he's not the mayor anymore. So we now have Brett Owen, who's been a long-standing councillor, and he's now returned as mayor. So he was appointed as mayor last week, and Liz Roberts is his deputy mayor. So I just want to congratulate both Brett and Liz. I caught up with Liz last week at an event. I'm sure I'll catch up with Brett soon. Congratulations to you both. It's great to have new representation. Moving forward, of course, there's a lot on the agenda over the next 12 months. So I know Brett's going to be very, very busy. And once again, Brett's a great choice as we sort of move through this crisis at the moment with crime, because Brett's normal job, his day job, is actually a police officer. So in the role as mayor, Brett can help these organisations, hopefully like the Timbertop Residents Group, where they're trying to get a neighbourhood watch group up and running. Brett can help with that. He knows that process very, very well. He's got great experience there. So congratulations to Brett and to Liz, and thank you very much to Alana and to Jack for what you've done in service over the last 1 and 2 years. So thank you very much. It's good to be able to get, a bit of a refreshing look to the council as well. I mentioned that we had the Walk Against Violence, and I did mention also that the new leader of the Liberal Party, Jess Wilson's introduced some new proposals for fighting family violence in coercive control. And we recently saw Brad Batten, who's the member for Berwick, a good friend, a fabulous local member, and he's just been appointed as the Police and Corrections Shadow Minister, which is brilliant to see, because his background is police and corrections. He's been a police officer, he's been a corrections officer, and so now he can return to that role and bring that fantastic experience into government, and hopefully he can be the one making the decisions on how our laws are formed to create a better environment and reduce that crime that we've been seeing so much of recently. So I just want to pass on my gratitude, my thanks to Brad for what he's done over the last 12 months, and congratulate him for returning to this role. It's really important as well to have such a strong local advocate in that Berwick area. Every day I talk to people that have been affected by crime, and it's not just, oh yeah, I was robbed. It's I was robbed and my life is destroyed. I was robbed and I can't go back into my home. I can't look into my wife's eyes again. I feel guilty. It's traumatic. It doesn't go away. It lasts forever. So we need strong advocates. We need people that understand how bad it is when you become a victim of those violent crimes. And Brad's that guy. He's tremendous. So congratulations, Brad. I really, really, really love that you're back in this role. And I look forward to catching up with you soon, mate. We've also had the Interfaith network get together and bring a whole lot of different church groups together, which was a really fun event. They did this over at Outlook in Pakenham, and it was a nice way for the community, the Interfaith community, to come together and share a little bit of their perspective of their faith, their religion, and the type of work that they do in the community, which is often outreach work and engagement work. Well, I mentioned before the Follow Bless Collective, which is a faith organisation that do a lot of work in the soup kitchen and providing food to those that need it. So I just want to shout out to the Interfaith Network for being able to put that together. I really, really appreciate it. I just want to give a shout out again to Adaptive Fire and Electrical and our guy there, Douglas, for being fantastic sponsors, and also a new sponsor, Sharon, with Style With Us. Style With Us help out our fantastic friends who sell your house, real estate agents, and they dress the home so that you've got a house beautifully, beautifully displayed. So that when you get your photos taken and when you have open houses, the home just looks amazing and inspires someone to spend a little bit more money when they buy it. So thank you very much to Sharon from Style With Us as well. Pakenham Carols by Candlelight. It's coming up. It's tomorrow night, Saturday night. It's always a brilliant event. I'm really excited to see it this year. I'll be there in the crowd singing along with the kids. If you've never been, why? Why haven't you been? It's a brilliant family event. I used to go when I was neighbourhood watch president and we'd have a marquee and I'd spend the whole thing there. And it's just nice to hear the music in the background. I was a little bit busy to watch then, but now I'm going just as myself, just so that I can watch. It's just full of carols. We get local schools that go. They get up on stage and have little choirs and bands and they sing Christmas carols. It's so much fun. There's activities around to do while all that's going on as well. Usually a couple of thousand people come, but I've been to where it's been sort of close to 5,000. It's a lot of people at the Tumuck Creek Reserve. Plenty of parking around there as well. There's food trucks, there's food. You've got some local community groups that'll be hanging out there too, so you can certainly talk to them if you want to become a new volunteer, maybe for Rotary or Lions. I think Scouts are always there as well. CFA turns up and there's always a special guest. He's very jolly. He's in a red suit and the kids love him. So he'll be dropping in towards the end of the carols. But at the end of the carols, there's fireworks. So it's something nice to finish the night off, and it's usually a beautiful display to music as well. So tomorrow night, Saturday night, get along, Tumuck Reserve in Pakenham. It's the footy ground, plenty of parking. Bring a couple of bucks so you can get some food while you're there. It's just a lovely, lovely way to spend the start of the Christmas season with family. Bring your neighbours, bring a picnic blanket or a couple of lawn chairs and come and sit down and just enjoy the evening. It's great fun, and the weather is supposed to be good, so that will help. And just quickly, there's also an all mods car meet that's happening this Sunday, so a couple of days from today. Up in Druin, check out their Facebook, All Mods Car Meet. It's their December meet. That's usually pretty good. They've got some cool cars. So if you like cars, head up to Druin. It's a 20-minute drive from Pakenham. The new train service, the Metro Tunnel, has just opened. And I just want to ask the question, have you taken it? It's brand new. It costs a huge amount of money and it's taken over 10 years to build. It uses the Pakenham line, So you can jump on a train in Pakenham and you can catch it through the Metro Tunnel. So have you used it? Let us know, because I want to know what it's like. I'm not a big fan. I like the idea of new options, but when I want to go into town, I usually want to go to Flinders Street, or I want to go to Spencer Street, aka Southern Cross, or indeed I want to go to Parliament Station. I can't do that on that service. I've actually got to catch 2 trains now. So I find it a little bit annoying in that sense, but maybe it's more convenient for you. So let us know in the comments, what do you think? And is there any other train lines that you'd like to see built to help out the Pakenham community as well? Now, our producer is doing a fantastic photography event for the community this weekend as well. It's on Sunday. So if you're not going to the car meet, maybe come here, check out their website for the address, and we'll put it in the description, of course. But Craig Hollowell Photography from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock, Christmas photos for the family, and it's especially good for young kids. Santa will be there, so photos with the kids, with Santa, with the whole family. So I think that's a really, really good way to start off Christmas as well. Get a great Christmas portrait with Santa, make it exciting with the kids. It's a bit of a treat for them. Craig Hollowell Photography, make sure that you check out their, I've got a Facebook page, but check out their website as well. You can just come down, and if you come down here to the studio, you'll be able to get seen during that time frame. Today we've got some exciting news, actually. Today we may well finally discover what a Yakaboo is. Meagan and Robyn are joining us from the Yakaboo committee. Meagan's the president. Meagan, welcome. Welcome, Robyn.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you ready? What is a Yakaboo?
The Yakaboo is a festival that's been running since 1976. It was created at a school, and he is a mythical bunyip.
Bunyip, the township's not far away, but the bunyip is, of course, a mythical creature from a swamp.
That's right. He is, as everyone refers to him, as the swamp monster, which is the most referred name that we've got from lots of kids and adults around the town.
So Yakaboo, of course, Yakaboo's a festival. We know that, and they've got a great mascot, which is lovingly called Mr. Yakaboo. And next year's the 50th anniversary of the festival.
It is, yeah, the 50th. It's pretty exciting.
Not bad.
Yeah.
It's been going, obviously, 50 years. It's changed a little bit over the sort of the last couple of years, I guess. And as all festivals and shows have changed through COVID, Yakaboo's come out strong on the other side of COVID.
It has, yeah. It was a rough few years, but we've got back on top of it.
Yeah, brilliant. For people that haven't been, because I reckon pretty much everyone in Pakenham has been to Yakaboo. For people that haven't, though, for people that are going to go for the first time next year, what are they going to go for? What's the number one thing that people go to Yakaboo for?
Right. I mean, the rides, the atmosphere, and the cost. Let's be honest, cost of living is hard.
Yeah.
And the Yakaboo really does pride itself on keeping costs low. And as much as a few years back it did used to be free on the Sunday, unfortunately festivals don't run themselves. And now the wristbands are $15, which is still quite reasonable for all-day rides.
Yeah.
And you can go on it as many times as you want. There's no limit. So it's, you know, the cost is really beneficial for lots of families, especially with lots of kids.
Talking about wristbands, Robyn, what's your favourite ride at Yakaboo?
This year would probably be the Bad Boys.
What's the Bad Boys? That sounds interesting.
It's kind of like the Cha-Cha.
Okay. No, elaborate a little bit more.
It's, I don't even know how to explain it. Yeah, it just spins and the carts kind of move all different directions, yeah.
Yes, so if you like feeling sick.
Yeah.
Yeah? So perfect for teenage kids. I think that sounds really good. Yeah, why not? Yeah. I'll jump on that. And what part, I guess, because you've got different age groups that are attracted to different parts of Yakaboo, like the rides are certainly a big attraction. There's no doubt about that. And young kids and teenagers love it. I know because it's on in the evening and you go down and you just see teenagers everywhere having fun.
Absolutely.
What's on during the daytime?
On Saturday, not a lot. So Saturday starts a bit later in the afternoon.
Yep.
And it's more about, the Saturday night is more about the fireworks, of course, and everybody loves fireworks.
Yes.
And the Yakaboo has traditionally over the last, well, at least 10 years have been named it's been rated quite highly for having fireworks. And they go for quite a long time, which, I mean, some people don't like in surrounding areas, but majority absolutely love them. And
we don't get a lot of fireworks displays in Pakenham, do we? So
no,
it's
I
a
think
nice thing.
Yakaboo's the only one now.
Carols. Don't forget carols.
Oh, yes, sorry, of course. Christmas time, carols, yes, definitely carols.
Yakaboo's, I think, the only time that I can recall where it's been consistent that they've had fireworks at the end of the evening.
Yeah, definitely.
So and a big draw card as well, a big draw card. Lots of people go to watch the fireworks.
Oh, yeah, huge, very big night and very fun. Lots of music, DJs, the kids dancing. It was an absolute blast last year. I had a ball up the front dancing with all the kids. They had like lights and it was real flash. It was really cool.
Maybe some people have got some photos of the dancing and they can post it in the comments below.
Absolutely. I'd love to see it. We're actually trying to do a historical board at the moment for this year's festival because it's the 50th. So we are trying to get lots of people through our social medias to send in photos and videos of the past experiences and the past princesses and babies. So all the things that we don't do anymore that have just kind of slowly dropped off.
Yeah.
Not really sure why as
things change.
Things change and times change and you've got to try and keep up and adapt.
Yeah, yeah.
So we are on a hunt for photos and
so if you've got photos of Yakaboo, send them through to the Yakaboo website.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really interesting to see a collection from, and we've got a lot of families that have been here for longer than 50 years.
Absolutely. Well, some of our committee members have been going to the Yakaboo since it started. So
of course, and ex-councillor Graham Moore, who was always a huge advocate for Yakaboo. I bet, Graham, you've got some amazing photos, and I bet you're always wearing a silly hat as well. So send them in, Graham. Send them in.
We also hope Graham comes and says hello for the 50th. We'd love to have him there.
Brilliant. Robyn, there's so much going on at that market as well.
There sure is.
I've spent too much time shopping at the market for Yakaboo. It's one of the things I think that you guys are famous for. What are the sort of things that are coming this year? Do you have an idea about what's popular?
Meagan's the best person to answer that because that's on her board.
Meagan can answer that. That's okay.
I am a part of the market subcommittee. We do have, so far I think we've got about 80 markets. We are hoping to get a few more because we've got a little bit, using a different space this year, which is nice. It gives us a little bit more options, flatter ground and a bit of drive-in options for the stall holders, which they do appreciate. As I was a market stall holder, and that's actually how I started on the committee as the Yakaboo, is I joined one of their markets through COVID. But yeah, the markets is huge. There's so many amazing ones. We've got so many varying from, your candles and your earrings and headbands, but we've also got lots of people selling packaged foods and herbs, spices, chilies. It's amazing.
It's a bit of everything
going. And we've also got a car display this year for a first time in a long time. So it's going to be really exciting to have them up near the markets.
So our producer Craig loves cars. What sort of cars have you got coming?
There is quite a few coming that have registered their interest from. I'm not very good with cars, I'm going to be honest, but some really pretty old cars.
Yes.
And some really amazing looking newer cars that are quite flash.
So a bit of a cross section.
Real variety. Yeah. I think the point of bringing in the car stuff into the Yakaboo was some of the feedback that we'd received was there wasn't much for the men. A lot of it was the markets and the shopping and, everyone loves fireworks, but and food. But we really wanted to try and bring something really, obviously cars are for everyone, but a lot of men will come to see cars.
I would go to see cars.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've got quite a few now coming. I think around about 20 different cars, which is so far. So there's still people applying. So
yeah, brilliant. And can people still apply to come
absolutely
as a market stall holder?
Yep. Our food trucks are full. The applications have closed for them. They filled up very quickly. But the applications for the parade, the community stalls, market stalls and the cars are all very well open.
Okay, good.
And stage performers, I think. Robyn's actually in charge of the stage performing on one of the nights. So
what sort of acts have we got coming so far?
At the moment, we've got a lot of dancers.
Yep.
Solo singers, a solo drummer. I am in the moment about to do a stage group. They want to do a performance. So just getting in touch with them at the moment. But yeah, otherwise we've got, what else have we got? We've got bands and yeah, all sorts of varieties.
So a bit of a cross-section once again. Are they all local or are they coming from far and wide?
So far they're all local.
Oh, that's good to hear.
I think we've got one coming from Clyde.
Yep. Clyde's not that far away. It's just around the corner. So we'll call that local still. That's really good to hear. Now, we were talking earlier about Mr. Yakaboo.
yes.
And for those of you that don't know, in the Pakenham Main Street, there is a beautiful bronze statue of Mr. Yakaboo. The question is, what is Mr. Yakaboo?
Well, I think he was created to bring communities together in 1974.
So it's a little while ago.
Yeah, it was. And he was actually created, he was made out of chicken wire originally.
Yep.
And it was just within the school, a school in, I'm not quite sure where, sorry.
Yep. A local school.
A local school that had created him and he was named and it became a big vote and a big thing. And then all of a sudden it was his 1 year birthday and then it just carried on from there.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I think maybe around 10 years ago, I'm not 100% sure, but he was severely vandalised.
He was, I remember.
He was burnt. He was destroyed. It was very sad for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And a lot of children that are now adults.
Yeah.
Because they actually handmade all the scales and everything on the Yakaboo. So,
but he's been rebuilt.
He was, and now he's fiberglass and cannot burn. So, I mean, maybe the paint might dim eventually, but...
Well, there's the bronze one in Main Street of Pakenham, and there's the one that you're talking about, which is the giant green Yakaboo that gets carted behind a car.
He does.
For the parade, which has changed a little bit over the years, but Mr. Yakaboo's still along for the ride, quite literally.
Yep.
And he's always the centre stage for the whole event as well. So if you haven't seen Mr. Yakaboo at the Yakaboo Festival, take a selfie. This is the thing. You know, if you haven't taken a selfie with Mr. Yakaboo at the festival, then what are you doing?
Yeah. I must admit I have quite a few photos of myself with the Yakaboo.
And you can even ride the Yakaboo in Main Street. This is just sort of the ride height, you know. There are no photos of me riding the Yakaboo. I just want to point that out, but it may have happened without a camera. Yeah. I think Mr. Yakaboo looks like a bit of a potato with a question mark for a tail. But it's a green potato, I guess, which is a little bit odd.
Yeah. I have heard that before. He looks like a potato. I've had people just say, "What is that?" When they're like going past. Well, whoa. And you're like, oh.
It's the standard question.
That's Mr. Yakaboo.
It is, yeah. But it's nice to have a unique symbol to represent a local festival. So it's a very good way for people to remember.
Yep, I agree.
What is Mr. Yakaboo and Yakaboo Festival is easy to remember because of that. So that's great. So when is it, Robyn? When are we headed to Yakaboo Festival?
So February 14th and 15th 2026.
And where is it?
PB Ronald Reserve.
Fantastic, which is just behind the Pakenham Hall / library. If anyone knows where the Bowls Club is and the Living Learning Centre is and the Pakenham outdoor pool, it's just sort of all in that area there. It's a good big open place to host it, which you've been there before, of course.
Yes, we have, yeah.
A long time ago, it used to be Burke Park.
Yeah, before my time.
A long time ago.
Yep.
Yeah. So PB Ronald Reserve. It's a different time of year this year as well.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask the question, why?
Okay, so traditionally it has always been in April since it originated. The reason why we have changed it is because of the risks to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately the council they didn't like the idea of the rides going on the grass being so wet.
Right.
So we had a lot of issues being a winter festival with the weather and the mud and
so council were the party poopers basically.
Unfortunately, there was a few too restrictions that we just weren't able to. We couldn't jump through all the hoops. Yeah. So we thought, well,
move it to February.
Move it to the warmer weather and hope for the best.
Yeah. Okay. So
so it has given us much more, less restrictions, which is a little bit nicer.
Yeah, that's good. No, well, the weather should be good. It's the right time of year. Hopefully it's nice and sunny and lovely.
Hopefully not too hot.
Not too hot, not too cold, not raining, but it is Melbourne. So
yeah, we could have all four of them in one.
Now, if people want more information, where do they head to?
Well, we've got a Facebook page and we've got a Instagram page. Pretty sure we've started a TikTok. I'm not sure how fabulous that is yet, but it's a working towards. We're trying to get with more of the times and reach more people. Being obviously a long-going festival, we really wanted to try and reach more age groups.
Yeah.
A lot of people know about the festival from many, many years ago when the floats and everything were about for the walking parade, which was amazing. But again, insurance and
can't do it anymore.
Can't block roads. Yeah. Too many roadworks in the area. We're not allowed to block any roads, which I get as well, and you can't insure it anymore. So walking parade it is. So that's getting better and better every year, which I'm really happy about.
Yeah.
Like this year's probably one of our best years for the walking parade, that we've got a lot of applicants coming through and a lot more ideas.
Great.
So we can't have cars on the road and block roads, but there's a few ideas going around with like wheelbarrows and decorating the wheelbarrows and doing things with a little different. Yeah. But trying to bring it back to how it was.
We might see a Yakaboo in a wheelbarrow then.
I mean, that would be fun. But we still need a car to carry him. He's pretty heavy.
So check out the Facebook, the Instagram, maybe the TikTok. And if you do want to get along, make sure you get the details from the right source.
Yes.
And we'll see you at the Yakaboo Festival next year, 2026 in February. Thank you very much to you both for coming in and celebrating what it is a fantastic 50th year for Yakaboo.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us. It's been really great.
Fantastic.
Nice to share the amazing festival that we all love and so much.
It is, yeah. Well done. Thank you very much. Wasn't that great to hear from another awesome community event and the organisers and volunteers that run it? Really, really great to see their passion in delivering something new and exciting for the community. So I just want to thank the Yakaboo team, and I look forward to seeing them next year in February for another big Yakaboo event. And now you know what a Yakaboo is. I bet you didn't think that when you started off watching the podcast. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Remember, like, share, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you think. And let us know if you are part of an organisation that wants to come on the podcast. We have got a short queue of people that do want to come on, which is very exciting for us. The demand is going up. We just want to make sure that we deliver for you the best possible podcast that we can. Once again, done here locally in Pakenham. It's for Pakenham and it's by the people of Pakenham. and you have been watching for another week Something Big.